everybody, welcome back to another Genshin Impact video, and in today's video, I'm going to be predicting Itto's kit. Yes, I said predicting, but, you know, the title had to be that because ain't no one viewing just predicting Itto's kit when his kit's already leaked, because I do know his kit's leaked, and I haven't looked at it, but I will look at it after this. But before we get into this video, do you want to like and subscribe? Because, I mean, I know I baited you with the title, but, like, kind of what I have to do to actually get you to watch the video. So, please do that. We could get our third Geo character out of... How many Geo characters are in the game? Yeah, there's 4 Geo characters. And, well, basically, two of the 4 characters in game right now scale off defense. So we're going to start off with that. So, Itto's going to scale off defense. I don't know how, whether it's going to be like Noelle or he's going to have a passive talent. I'm going to say he's going to have a passive talent that gives him, like, the defense buff, even though we don't... Yeah, no, we don't have a character like that. So, you know what? It's going to be on his E-skill, you know? His E-skill is where he's going to get damage, yeah. So, I feel like we could see, like, a stance change, because I've seen the image where he's like, there's like a demon behind him. So what if he like transforms into that, and then we get like a stance change where he's like just beating people down with his fists, and it's like he's just absolutely just destroying everybody, doing geo damage. Like, I feel like that could be it. So we could have, he could be built like Raiden. Don't build him like Raiden, but it could be like his E skill. You want to use his E skill before you use his ult, and then you use his ult, and it's like super OP, or it's super OP stance change. And they could give it like let's say they give it 10 seconds, because that's a generous amount of time where he's just beating down people with like his ult. So 10 seconds, and the cooldown can be 15 seconds. So yeah, that, and we'll make it 80 like Raiden. Or no, Raiden is 90, but Raiden's is weird and she's built poorly. I want it to be 80, so I'm gonna say it's 80. So his E skill, he's gonna get well, Noelle gets 50% defense at a level 4. Let's say he gets 100% defense at level 6, and then like 100, well, depending on how high his defense stat is. If his defense stat is like Noelle's, I'm saying he's gonna get 100% on like level 8 maybe, and then like 110% on like level 10. So it's pretty obvious what his normal attacks are gonna be, but I don't think he's gonna do spinning. I think he's gonna do what Eula does, and she just slashes a whole bunch. And then for E-skill, I don't know, because his E-skill, if it gives him defense, that's not all it's gonna do. It's gonna do something else. Maybe it also just does damage, I guess. It'll do like 400% of like defense damage. And then his ult will be his stance change, where he gets like maybe an extra 30% defense from his normal attacks, and he converts his damage to Geo. So stance changes, they also change like the combo strings. So I imagine that he will attack faster, considering he's not using a giant sword and he would just be using his fists. So he would probably attack faster, and then like just normal, like, so he would have like the attack speed of Yoimiya, where he's just throwing punches and it's just destroying everybody. So I wouldn't want to make his hits too hard, but I would want to make him like, I want to make him the best character in the game, by the way. I'm aiming to make him the best character in the game. So what is going to give him the best character in the game status? So 400% defense damage, and then this can also be like a Raiden Shogun thing, where it also does like burst damage, as you can see here, like, or skill damage, where it has like 116%. This could be like 700%. Maybe in his stance change, he gets like extra like defense. So like every single time you hit an opponent, he gets extra defense, which will still count towards his E. So his E will be able to give you more defense. So every single time you hit, it gives you like, let's say it's like Yoimiya's thing, where she gets where is it, this, where every single time she hits an opponent, it gives you like 1% onto the 10% attack. So let's just say it's like 2% defense up to 20% for every hit you do in his stance change. So you get an extra 20% defense there. Let me look at some of the other characters. He could give himself geo damage bonus. Maybe it could also be like 2% defense up to 20% defense, but also like geo damage bonus, like 5% up to 15% for every hit. So like he would build up his geo damage way faster, but his defense would also go up slower. Also, Xingqiu just gains 20% hydro damage bonus for no, like, they could just slap that on him. Maybe they could do something with, like, the regular shields, because Crystallize is really, like, Crystallize is really just a thing that no one uses. Like, no one uses that reaction. It's the worst reaction in the game. So what if they make it to where all the rocks explode? And like, if you're crystallizing because you're doing geo damage with your fists, so while you're in that, you're gonna crystallize the enemy that you're fighting, so it would just do like geo damage explosion or whatever like explosion damage it is. So like, let's say it's pyro, and you crystallize the pyro off the enemy, it'll explode and do pyro. Obviously, this is not gonna really work for like hydro and pyro and like geo slimes. That'll encourage you to do reactions rather than just, oh yeah, no, he's geo character, he's literally a one-man show because he can't be supported by anybody, like other than like Kazuha, which yeah, and then Zhongli with this minus 20% resistance. Now for something like this, I really have no idea. Maybe it could be like, you know, Itto's gonna be the minimap guy. He's gonna give you resources on the minimap. Klee does the same thing, even though it's almost exclusive to chibis. Even though it's almost exclusive to children. Well, never mind. Yunfei has it. So yeah, that's what I think Itto could be built like, where he's scaling off defense and he just has a stance change where he just starts beating down the enemies and like transforms into this monster. Or maybe he forms like a rock guy behind him like Razor and he starts doing geo damage bonus. Or geo damage bonus? Geo damage? 5-star Razor, wow. So good. And then they might not even make him as good as Razor because, well, Razor is Electro. At least Geo has something going for it. But yeah, other than that, there's nothing else I really can say. That's my prediction for Itto and his kit. I'm gonna go look at it now. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye.